Alright class, in this lesson we're going to take a look at matrices, and matrices are a rectangular array of numbers enclosed in a single set of brackets that have to do with systems. Okay, so this is a matrix, and we're going to manipulate them and do a couple things with them. So let's get the basics down. Dimensions are the number of horizontal rows and the number by the number of columns. I put an X there because it's, for example, this one is 2 rows by 3 columns. So this is a 2 by 3 matrix. Okay, and then we've got each number in the matrix is called an entry or an element, and the address of each entry is its location in the matrix, its rows and then columns. For example, here's got M21. So if we call this matrix M, and you'll see letters on the outside. So matrix M. It's not 21. It's not the 21st entry. It's 2 1. So row 2, column 1. So what that means is I'm looking at row 1, 2, column 1. So it's the first row. The entry then is 6 that we're looking for. And then M22, which would be the second row, second column, so we're looking at 9. So this would be 9. And then M13 means the first row, third column, looking at 12. Okay, so that's how you work through your entries and your row by columns. So now we're going to look at figuring out determinants. Determinants are very useful, and we're going to be mostly playing with the 2 by 2 determinant. We'll learn about a 3 by 3 later, but we need to have the basics of a 2 by 2 down first. Okay, so to get the determinant of a 2 by 2 matrix, what we need to do is just basically take AD and times it by BC. What that means is you take your first diagonal, so diagonal 1, multiply them, so find the product, and then subtract it by the product of diagonal 2. Diagonal 2 is CB, so we just subtract it by diagonal 2. And when I say diagonal, I mean the actual product. So we're going to multiply A times D and subtract C times D. Okay. So we also will see it written as, see these vertical bars where it doesn't have the brackets like the other one did? Okay, if it doesn't have the brackets, whenever it's written like this, it means find the determinant. So here are some examples. 2 problems. So there's 2 separate problems. The first one, it actually says find the determinant of this matrix. By writing DET, determinant short, or DET short for determinant, and it's got the regular brackets. Whereas the second problem doesn't say anything, it just puts like absolute value bars, if you will, around it, which means find the determinant also, it just doesn't write it. Okay? So let's practice. To find the determinant of this, what you're supposed to do is multiply the first diagonal, so we get negative 2 times negative 5, and then subtract the second diagonal's product, so I find the product of 2 times 4. And then I just kind of work it out. That'll give me positive 10 minus 8. So the determinant, the answer, is 2. That's the actual determinant for this 2 by 2 matrix. Okay? So we'll do the same thing in the second problem. So we just take the first diagonal, which is negative 2 times 2, and subtract the second diagonal. So 3 times negative 3. Okay? And then that gives us negative 4 minus negative 9, which needs to turn to plus, and so that turns into 5. Okay? So the solution for the determinant for this matrix is 5.